Hello everyone, I'm Daniela.
And I'm Jeremiah.
And this is JD Visual Magic. Thank you everyone for your support of all the likes and the subs. We all appreciate it so much and we're so grateful for it. Thanks to Reese for the idea of this video. We're gonna teach the basics of videography today.
In this video, we are gonna be using DSLR cameras and we are gonna be doing everything handheld. No stabilizers, no gimbals, no glide cams. Completely handheld because most beginners are gonna be using handheld anyways. So there's a lot you can do with it. Let's get into it.
The first point we're gonna talk about is video resolution. What is video resolution, you ask?
Well, video resolution is the size of your image when you are taking a video. Most people like HD, but what does HD mean? In order to have HD video, you have to have at least 720p. And most of you know what that is at this point, but it goes in many different kinds of resolutions. Starting at 720p, and I think some cameras have all the way up to 10K now, which is insane. So we'll be showing you some examples here of 720p and 1080p and 4K. As you can see, the size difference is ridiculous. The 720p compared to the 4K is so tiny. It just shows you how many more pixels and colors you can get with a higher resolution on your video. So, the higher the resolution, the more crisp and clean your video is gonna look. Number 2 is frame rate. And frame rate can come in many different shapes and sizes, but with most cameras, most DSLR cameras that is, you're gonna get 24 frames a second, 30 frames a second, or 60 frames a second. And on some high-end ones, you can get 120 frames a second as well. But mostly 24, 60, and 30 is what you're gonna get.
Notice how the 24 frame is a bit choppy? Those are mostly used for cinematic shots. So now we got 30 frames. This one is a bit more smooth than the 24, and this is the standard frame rate for DSLR cameras. So now we have 60 frames per second, which flows even smoother than the 30 frames per second. And this is ideal for slow-mo videos. See how smooth every movement is? It's perfect for it.
Point number 3 is your exposure for the video. Now, much like taking a picture, you're gonna use your aperture, your ISO, your white balance, and your shutter speed in order to expose the picture correctly for a video, just like you do a picture. We already made another video about this, and the link to that video is in the description. Go watch that video to find out how to expose your image correctly, because it works both ways, video and photo.
Point number 4 is static shots, and that means if you have your camera on something, such as a tripod, where your camera does not move.
Number 5 is moving shots. And moving shots are a little more complicated, but still not hard to do. It's the same as a static shot, but what do you know? You're moving. So instead of putting it on a tripod, you're usually gonna be walking around with it. And there's a really good way to do this when you're trying to keep it steady, because some people have shaky hands. Walk heel to toe, just like I'm doing here. Heel toe is the best way to get the smoothest shot without using any kind of stabilizer. Give it a try.
Now number 6, and our last point, is B-roll. B-roll is essential for video making in our opinion. B-roll is a good way to show the passing of time, to show what setting you're in, or a good filler for your video.
And if you put all those points together, the result will be something along the lines of this.
And there you have it, 6 simple steps to make amazing videos with any camera.
Yup. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys on next week's tutorial. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Links in the description below. Whoop!